3 things you could do right now to start making more money betting on sports. What's going on, guys? I'm Jay. I am a professional sports bettor. I've been betting on sports for a living since 2022, and I have 3 things that I'm going to share with you today that could help you become a better sports bettor. I've seen a lot of amateurs doing it wrong. I've seen a lot of people making rookie mistakes, and if you are watching my video, I don't want you to be one of those people, so let's get into it. All right, number 1 is line shopping. Without a doubt, line shopping is 100% imperative if you want to make money betting sports. Remember, in the long term, month to month, year to year, saving money equates to making more money. At the end of the year, when you're looking at your P&L, saving money along the way will result in more profits. How do you line shop? You line shop when you have a play that you've decided you're going to bet. You simply check the line on that play with every single sports book that you're able to use that's in your area that you have access to. Let's say you're betting on the New York Giants +3, and you are about to place that bet on, let's say, DraftKings. You go and check every single other sports book, and DraftKings has it at -115. You check other sports books, and you find another sports book might have it at +3.5 at -115 or -120, which that half a point on the 3 is worth the 10 cents. Or you might find another book has +3 at -105 or -110. Either way, you're either gaining a half a point and negating the push, or you're saving money on the juice. And saving money on the juice adds up tremendously at the end of the year, especially if you are betting big money. I'm going to give you an example of this right now. So I had a big VIP play at the end of September on the Rays-Orioles game to go under 8.5. This was my bet slip. I bet under 8.5 at -130. I bet this game on MGM. One of my clients also bet this play, but he bet it on FanDuel. And if you check the line that he got -148. Completely different lines. That's an 18-cent difference. When you're betting multiple hundreds of dollars and especially multiple thousands of dollars, 18 cents on a line makes a massive difference. It saves you tons of money on your losses, and over the course of the year, it's going to add up to a tremendous amount of money. Making sportsbooks accounts is absolutely free. You can make an account on every single book that is available to you and use them. That is the whole point. There's tons of legal sportsbook options in almost every state, and there are also multiple offshore options available in every state. I have clients that have been with me for months that live in states where sports betting is not legal. They use multiple offshore books, as I use multiple offshore books as well, especially when I'm traveling. Second thing you could do to make more money betting sports is dictating your unit size on the strength and value of the bet and the play itself, rather than deciding how much you're going to bet based on how you feel or how your day or week is going. I've made this mistake in the past plenty of times, as has almost everybody. If you're having a bad week and Sunday night comes along or Saturday night comes along, you want to make that money back. You see you're in the red. You don't want to make that payment to your bookie on Monday, or you don't want to have to redeposit your next paycheck. You want to make it back. So whether that play is strong enough or not to validate the amount you're going to put on it, people tend to overbet if they are down, chasing their losses. Do not do that. Your biggest bets should 100% always be your strongest plays, and that's it. Let's say it's an NFL Sunday, and you have the strongest play of the day for you is at 1 p.m. It is your favorite play. Everything checks out. You did the math, you did the research, you line shopped, everything makes sense. You place your big bet at 1 p.m., and that play loses. But you had a play at 4 p.m. that you kind of liked. Let's double up on that play and get it back. This is how losers operate. You do not want to do this. I am telling you, in the long term, month to month, year to year, you will have more money in your account if you simply bet your strongest plays, how you're supposed to bet them. You bet your smaller plays, how you're supposed to bet them, and you do not chase any losses, and most importantly, you don't bet any plays that you were not intending on betting originally. You cannot bet just because you had won or lost. A lot of people at the end of Sunday night, when the Sunday night game comes, they crush the 1 p.m. slate, they crush the 4 p.m. slate, they say, let's fire some bets on this night game for fun. You're going to lose money long-term doing that. If you got crushed in the 1 p.m. slate and you got crushed in the 4 p.m. slate, at the beginning of the day, you didn't even plan on betting this game, but now you're hammering half of your account on this game to try to make money back. That will also result in you losing money long-term 10 out of 10 times. The third thing you could do to start making more money betting sports is if you're betting a favorite, bet it earlier in the week. If you're betting an underdog, bet it later in the week. Now, this is not black and white advice. This is not a die on this hill rule of thumb. But typically, when the lines come out Monday, Tuesday for the following Sunday, the teams that are favorites will start to become heavier favorites. Those lines will typically increase as money comes in. If you eye a favorite that you like early and it makes sense, bet that favorite earlier in the week as that line will likely move. And if you are planning on betting an underdog, you can typically wait longer in the week for that line to move more in your favor. This does not happen all the time. This is something to think about. This is something to analyze. This is something to go by. And you can track this week to week. Monday or Tuesday, when you're looking at the NFL board or you're looking at the college football slate, track everything and what the lines are at and track the line movement as the week goes. And after a couple of weeks, you'll realize, okay, these plays I liked, the line moved in my favor. I'm glad I should bet these earlier going forward. These couple dogs I liked, the line moved the other way. Maybe I should have bet those earlier. Maybe I did a better job waiting. But you can track the line movement throughout the week, every single week. Look at everything you've analyzed and make better decisions going forward. Because there are two key numbers when it comes to betting NFL. It is 3 and 7. 16% of all NFL games land on a point differential of 3 points. If there's a team that is -3 in the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, that line is now -4, that is a massive, massive difference. If you are betting a favorite and they are -1.5, -2.5, -3, you want to get that bet in before that line moves above -3. 9.3% of all NFL games land with a point differential of 7. That is the second most common number to 3. If you have a team that is -6.5 that you absolutely love early in the week, do not let that line get to 7 or 7.5, because a good percentage of the time you'll end up with a push instead of a win or a loss instead of a win. It's super beneficial to your long-term success to track these things week to day, week to week, and see how the things you like move, and you could become accustomed to it, and you could strike earlier in the week or later in the week going forward, increasing your profitability and increasing your ROI tremendously. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope this helps you. I hope you could take something from this video, apply it, and make more money betting sports. Good luck to all you guys. I appreciate you tuning in.